If you're on an iPhone or a Mac, you've probably got 3 apps open right now without even thinking about it. Apple Notes for writing things down, reminders for tasks you can't forget, calendar for knowing where you have to be. 3 apps, 3 separate places, and every time you need to connect them, a reminder tied to a note, a deadline showing up on your calendar, you're just manually bouncing between them, hoping nothing falls through the cracks. Today I'm going to show you how to replace all 3 with a single workspace and build a genuinely useful personal template in Buildin. Quick intro for anyone who hasn't used Buildin before. Think of it as a workspace where your thoughts, tasks, and schedule all live in one place. It's more like building yourself a dedicated work environment where everything is exactly where you need it. Alright, enough context. Let's just go in. Once you're in Buildin, you'll see the sidebar on the left. Create a new page. I'm calling mine My Workspace. You can call it My Dashboard or whatever makes sense to you. This page is the foundation of the template we're building today. Here's a tip. Figure out what you want before you start adding things. Our structure today is clean. 1. Notebook at the top for capturing ideas and daily notes. 2. Weekly to-do in the middle for managing this week's tasks. 3. Calendar at the bottom for seeing how your time is laid out. 3 modules. Simple. Enough. Let's start with Notebook, which is doing the job of Apple Notes. In the page, instead of just dumping subpages into a list, set it up as a gallery view. You'll see why in a second. Inside that gallery, create a page for each area of your life you actually want to track. So something like fitness, workouts, progress, whatever you're trying to build. Reading list. Books you want to read, books you finished, notes on both. Recipes. If you cook and you keep losing that one recipe, put it here. Goals. Things you're working toward, not just this week, but longer term. Wish list. Gear, tools, trips, things you want someday. The rule is simple. Anything you find yourself wanting to make notes on, make a page for it. Don't overthink the categories up front. Start with 3 or 4 that feel obvious for your life right now and add more as you go. You can add a cover image to each page, and when you glance at it, you know immediately what's in there. You're more likely to open a space that looks like it was built for you. Next up, To-Do List. Instead of a table with columns and statuses, build a day-by-day grid. 1 block per day, 7 days across the week. Start with Monday. Add a day heading. And under it, 2 things. An events section for anything time-specific, like a meeting or appointment. And choose reminders section for things you don't want to forget that day. Then, and this is the efficient part, just copy that entire block and paste it. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, same structure, done in seconds. Arrange the days as columns across the page, maybe 4 on each side. The whole thing takes about 2 minutes to build once you've got Monday done. The way it works week to week. On Monday, fill in what's happening, what you can't forget, what you need to get done. At the end of the week, clear it out and start fresh. It's not a permanent database. It's a whiteboard you reset every 7 days. That's what makes it actually usable. You're not maintaining a system, you're just using one. Last one, calendar. The concept is the same as Apple Calendar. The difference is where it lives and one feature that makes it actually more useful. A lot of people skip having a calendar in their workspace because they've already got a calendar app on their phone. But I've found that when your notes, tasks, and schedule are in the same place, your sense of time gets a lot clearer. Buildin's calendar lets you view content by date. A few ways to use it. Track your schedule. Meetings, deadlines, anything time-sensitive, all visible at a glance. Add your sort. When you add an event or log a day, you tag it with a category. Life, work, or study. Then you can filter the entire calendar to show just one category at a time. Keep it simple. The goal is that you actually open it. Over-engineered calendars get abandoned. All 3 modules are in. Now let's make the page feel like somewhere you actually want to spend time. First, add a cover image and an emoji icon. This sounds minor, but it changes how you feel about opening the page. Same reason you're more likely to walk into a well-arranged room than a cluttered one. Second, add a short description at the very top, and something like, "Just do it." 1 or 2 sentences. It helps you remember what the space is for, and it helps you reorient on scattered days. All right, that's the full setup. We built a workspace in Buildin that does everything Apple Notes, reminders, and calendar do, but in one place, without the context switching, and organized around how you actually think. If you followed along and built yours, drop a comment and let me know what it looks like, or which Apple app you're most relieved to close. If this was helpful, a like goes a long way. See you next time.